Hello, my name is Lamin. Welcome to the 13th tutorial. In this tutorial, as we did the 12th tutorial, we did while loop. Okay, that's what it's all about here. In this tutorial, we actually gonna continue from here. So we're gonna do a do loop. Okay. If you don't know what is a while loop, you need to go to my previous tutorial and you will see what while loop is. So what we're gonna do here is we're still gonna take the same concept. What we wanna do is it's gonna give us something like I am 12 years old. I am your age years old. Okay. So and we want that from 15 to 25. Okay. So if you want to use a do loop in this case, how do you do that? Okay. Um, just one thing I just want to talk about is before I do this actually is I just want to tell you that a while loop and a do loop, they are very similar, okay, but except that a do loop while it guarantees to execute at least one time. So do loop is different because while loop executes one time while do loop executes loads of times, if that makes sense. Yeah. So that's a different in it. So what we do here is let's just go for it. Do. Okay. Sorry, made a mistake. Okay, we go for do. Okay. So in this do while, what do we do here? First of all, we're going to say we first output our stuff. So we say system dot out dot uh, dot print line. Okay, dot print line and that, and then we say I am, okay, your age as x. Okay, x, just 1 minute. X, what it's gonna be that, and it's gonna be years old. Okay, so in this case I got that. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put the calculation. So the calculation will be x increment that. So that's the calculation. So to make this function, what I have to do is outside of this, I will say while. Okay, sorry. I'll bring it here. Say while. Okay, that, and I say x. Okay, because we want if it is less, so it's gonna start from that to that. Okay. So this will make it work actually. You have done everything. So this is a do loop. What is this doing? It's gonna start from 15, 16, 17 till 25. Definitely, it should start from there. Sorry, sorry, I made a mistake here. I'm sorry, we said 25, right? So we need to write 25 here. And let's just put 14 here, so it starts from 15. Okay, so in this case, when we do this, look what it does. So it gives you 24, 25, 26, 27. Sorry, 24, 20, 23, 22. It starts from 14. And if we want to change it again and say 15 and say 26. So it's actually going to start from, it should start from 15 to 25. Yeah, 15 to 25. So actually this is something very simple. I know you understand it, and it's actually it does not consume your time. What it does is just like help you manipulate with your time. You can before you write all this stuff from here like to there, what you can do is you just do this do loop or while loop, and like you can just forget about this while loop and doing many stops. But if you just don't know while loop and you prefer to write it by hand, it's gonna take you about 5 minutes. So I think this is actually worth a while knowing. Okay, I hope you have learned something from this, and thank you, and see you for the next tutorial. That's gonna be very interesting because I'll be talking about the for loops. Thank you. Hello, my name is Lamin. Welcome to the 14th tutorial. In this tutorial, I would like to introduce something new to you that is called, sorry, A for loop. Okay, for loops are usually used when you actually know that you know how many times a task or a number is going to repeat it. So you actually use it when you actually know how many times the number is going to repeat it. And I'll actually show you a simplest form, a basic way of doing a for loop. And if that's finished, I'll show you how to um, uh, intersect. Okay, two for loops, like putting two for loops together. We come to that. Okay, so what we're gonna do here right now is gonna do basic for loop. So first of all, for the for loop, we just go straight away. We say for, we open our bracket. Then if we open our bracket, we come here. Great, we do that. So inside the bracket, what we need is we need to put our variable. We call it int I. Okay, so int I equals to, let's say, because we want from 1 to 10, or we can want from 10 to 20 or 10 to 19. Okay, let's just say 10. Then that, and then we say, sorry, is it I, if I is less than 20. Okay, if I is less than 20, okay, then please give me, then please give me um then please give me I plus plus. So what will this do? It's like an if statement. You this in this. I'll just simply basically tell you what it does here. If you remember how to create an if statement, okay, or a while loop that I showed you, what we did is you create your int, we call it 10. Sorry, int I, we call it 10, right? If you remember this, okay, we call it 10. And then we say, if we put our if statement here, we say if I is less than 20, okay, then say I plus plus. That's the way we did it, because it's step by step, right? If you remember this. But in this case, we're not gonna do this. In this case, everything should be in the same bracket. So if everything is in the same bracket right now, what we need to do is we say system, you just call it out, system dot out dot print line. Then print line, in the print line, let's say I am, okay, and we put that in it, and we say um, years, sorry, years old, okay. And what will this do? This will actually repeat it from, I think, from 10 to 19, something like that. I'm not very sure, but that's how it should do it. And this is actually everything. If I replay that, it should give me something like that. So yeah, I was right. So it gave me something. I am 19 years old. I'm 18 years old. From 10 years old to 19 years old. So this will actually save you time for not writing all that stuffs in it. So enjoy it. I hope you do understand it. See you in my next tutorial for intersecting two for loops.